Hmm. Huh. Is it working now? Interesting. Oh, hey CJ, can you hear me? I wonder if I can add music like everyone else does. We got Edward here and CJ. Let me send links to everyone. Yay, people can hear me. Thanks to Lady Spookarelli on Twitter for helping me figure this out. Don't send all these links. Oy, 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 oy. Let me see. I had to download a new software for this to work. OBS. It's free. I don't mind. It's great. Let's see. Can I add music to this? I know everyone else does. Oh, CJ, we're going to listen to a whole bunch of things, but I'm trying to figure this out. This is mostly a practice stream. I'm just learning how to do all of this stuff and play with my mic for a bit. Hoping some of my narrating buddies will join us in too. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder how do they add music? I know they can add music. So, what's going on with everyone today? Hopefully, a lot more people join us. God, it's hot in this room. Alright, so volume seems to be good. Stream seems to be going good. Oh, you know, not much, CJ. Just trying to figure new stuff out. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, output. Ooh. Should have been playing with this earlier, but I didn't know I needed to download something to play a live stream on YouTube without a webcam. Let me see here. Where's that royalty-free music? Can you guys hear anything? I can't hear anything. Oh, y'all have music? You guys can hear the music? Why can't I not hear the music? Let me just lower it a bit. How about that? Why can I not hear that? Really? Because I'm streaming? Weird. Should be able to wait for me to hear it too. Well, at least you guys can hear music, that's fine. This is music provided to me by Darkness Prevails, another narrator. He made free royalty-free music for everyone to use. But I want to hear it too. Let me go to YouTube channel and see if I can hear it. Lower your volume, CJ. I'm gonna just wait till we get a few more people in here. Hopefully we'll get some more. Oh my god. How's that? What's too low? The music? Now the music's too low? Oh my god. Actually, I think the music ended. That's why. I don't know why none of this plays in a playlist. could put on a loop. Let me see. Let's see. La 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 la. My ear is ringing. Oh, I should probably tell my coworkers too. Oy, oy, oy. Let's see. Why is my computer stupid? There we go. There we go. I don't know why that took forever. Now it's on a play all list. Sometimes I wonder if I should just play Resident Evil 7. I had people watch me die 15 times in a video game. Yeah, CJ, it's always an option. It's always an option. But with Capcom and their stupid streaming rules, I get scared. Oh, I wonder if Andy's gonna hop on. So I did have a lot of stories planned to read, but because of my work schedule and my sleep schedule, I did not write and edit half of them. Yeah, turn the music back on. Why? You can't hear it? Should be going. Stop it, Annie. Stop watching both me and the Guilty Gear tournament. You have to pick one. You pick your best friend or some strangers. Oi. Why video? Shows my desktop audio's going. Just a little louder. Well, also you gotta think of this too. Some of the music he did is softer and lower than most. He's really good. He's really good at making music. Darkness Prevails. It's actually it's really nice of him to make free royalty-free music for people to use for their videos. There's also these other guys that do some too. They're here in Texas, but I haven't downloaded none of theirs yet. They have like techno music. Yeah, I think it's just some of his music. It's just some of the tone and bass he makes. Some is going to be lower, and some of it's going to be higher. It'll fix some of my sci-fi themes, CJ. It'll fix some of my sci-fi themes. Oh my god, you people in this music. You know the TVs and stuff have audio too. I'm trying to learn. Let's see here. La, 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 la. I probably should, but like I said, since I can't really hear it on my end, I can't tell how loud it is. And I don't want to go on YouTube on my phone and then there's going to be an echo. Man, where's all my narrator buddies at? They told me they were going to hop on and chat with everybody for a bit. Let's close out of this. Let's close out of that. Yeah. Well, no, I had a couple stories planned out I was going to write during yesterday, but then I was so tired and then we lost power for like the whole night, so I couldn't really do anything. Just laid in bed. very hot because there was no AC. I was trying to work on some while I was working. Oh my god. Turn down your guys' audio. And this is wind. It's not music. Apparently they were doing work on my side of town. At least that's what my neighbor said. And now I just got a child alert on my phone. Let me see. Let me pick another softer song. Yeah. Let's see if that works better. Oh yeah, I know you can turn off the alerts. I thought I did, but they keep popping up. I'm surprised I don't have more viewers. I sent a big message out to a lot of people. Hopefully they'll hop in. I'll at least want to get 10 people in here. Arturo! You made it! What's up, buddy? Sorry I haven't played Red Dead with you. Every time you try to get me, I was playing a game with with my other friend. Oh yeah, you are in Florida. I remember you were texting us in the group chat about that. Your new job. How is Florida, by the way? Cool. That sounds pretty cool. Be able to travel. Oh yeah, I figure it's Miami. It's like Miami is like one of those cities where everyone goes to. Oh, okay. Oh, kind of like the country out there. The Houston of Florida. Oh my god. Yeah, apparently someone said like you have to go up north of Florida to get to the swamps. Apparently, all south is just beaches. I mean, I figured that's how it would be. I don't know why people think it would be different. I remember I was reading an article on that. I was just like, huh? Yeah, I got 5 people. Oh my god, you'll be in Georgia next month? Oh man. Now my viewers went down to 3. I had 7. I know everyone's probably wondering when I'm going to tell stories, but dang nabbit, I want to get more people on this stream before I start telling stories. Oh, you're not sure what city? Oh man, that's nice. They pay for the flights and the hotels? Damn. Oh, I wish I could travel. I mean, I could. Overnight's good. Everything's pretty much the same. Everything's going good. Not much of a new crew. Just got like a couple new people. I know they can just restart it, CJ. That's not the point. I want everyone, I just want to be like a big group of people. Hello, AJTV12. What's up? Welcome to my live stream. Why does my viewer count keep going down? Oh, now I'm back up. What the hell? Alright, but anyway, welcome to, We'll get to the story, CJ. I'm just trying something different. This is mostly just a practice stream so I can learn how to do all this live streaming crap. But yeah, this is mostly just a practice stream. I'm gonna learn ropes. Like I said, I had to download OBS, which is the software to do this, because I didn't want to show my face on webcam. I just wanted to show my image of my persona, the Storyteller. So thanks to Lady Spookerella for helping me with that. But I'll get to a story. I'll probably just read one story tonight, because like I said, I did plan to read a lot of stories, but because the way my schedule went and the way last night went when I lost power, I didn't really have time to edit or do a lot of stuff, because I did have like a lot of things planned. I was actually going to draw like a better art to post here for the live stream. But I know since I'm on vacation, I'm going to be doing a lot more writing, because I'm going to get that book of my short stories published, so I got to focus on that too, because I'm rewriting the stories on there. But I will be doing more on my YouTube channel with my stories. Probably do a lot more live streams. I'm going to cut back on the video games. Reason for that's because no one watched my video games. Only like 2 people. And then the Minecraft thing with me and the guys from work, that kind of failed because PlayStation doesn't have a good system for us to chat with one another in a group. All you heard was my voice and their voice in the little bit. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be doing more stories. I'm going to be doing a lot of recording this week. I'm not going to lie, this microphone I got, I don't even have it near me, but y'all can still hear my voice apparently. I mean, it's near me, it's on my desk, but it's not like close to me. So hopefully I'll be working more on that. Definitely going to have more stories, but unlike a lot of my narrating buddies, I'm not going to do horror. I'm going to do a lot more genre. I'm going to do sci-fi, mystery, thriller, action. Hopefully, I got to get in touch with my buddy Darian. Because I want to start doing my web series. I am having a pilot read by 5 narrators. Part 1 is out. You can find that. It's called Sono Manor. Chapter 1, Troubled Morning. It's actually done on Lady Spookerelli's channel. Narrator who helped me. You can go find it on there and listen to it. All the narrators did a fantastic job on that. I'm also doing the Neon Black series. That is a collection of short stories being spread out with other narrators. They're going to be reading stories about my character, Neon Black. Well, not my character. It's actually a buddy of mine's character. He allowed me to write him in a couple stories. I'm basically doing this for him because I haven't seen him in a while, and I hope he's doing okay. So this is like my little, hey buddy, I hope you're out there and these stories are for you kind of thing. So hopefully those will be more of those coming out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to just do more stories on my channel. No more game videos, which sucks, but like I said, those didn't really do too well. So, and also with Twitch, YouTube, and the company's getting more, not really strict, but they're getting more tight on their copyright rules with streaming. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is just a practice stream because I wanted to learn the ropes of OBS and all this other stuff. Yes, it's very yes, CJ. And oh yeah, and Arturo, yeah, we definitely need to hop back on Red Dead because risk it for the brisket. Wait, Michael, is that you or is that no? I'm trying to remember who that is. I've seen that name before. But yeah, no, Arturo, if you're still here, yeah, we definitely need to hop back on Red Dead. Because besides you, Darian, and Ken, my friend from New York, Julia, her and her 2 friends, we hop on and play too. So we actually got a big posse now for Red Dead. We can all yeehaw together in the old ways. Oh, Alex, what's up, buddy? I thought that name familiar, but then I was like, Oh, you got the bounty hunting wagon? Nice, I got it too. Yeah, we definitely need to do. Like I said, every time you, oh, premium, nice. But like I said, every time you try to contact me to play it, I was always playing with someone else, and I was like, oh, I just don't want to bail on them, but. I haven't done Moonshine. I want to do Moonshine because that looks like fun, but I'm just trading and bounty hunter at the moment. But yeah, we definitely need to hop on that. And GTA because I actually bought a nightclub, so we can do I need more people to do missions with on GTA. So we need to do that. But yeah, so overall, guys, this is pretty much what the direction my YouTube channel is going. It's going to be me just telling stories. And who knows, maybe I'll read chapters from some of my books I have planned. Not the whole book, but just chapters. That way I can lure you guys in, and then you'll all get excited when the book comes out. But yeah, but we'll definitely Arturo, you me, we'll definitely hop on, and we'll definitely hop on Red Dead pretty soon. Back in Houston in August. Gotta let me know when in August, man, because that new Alien game is coming out. And me and my buddy Andy and my brother are going to hop on that. If you get that, you can hop on with us too. But all right, I'm back. Do you guys hear me? Am I there? See, this is why I said this is a practice stream. I got to learn OBS and all this stuff. Maybe I can get in touch with one of my neighborhood buddies and they can help me out. I mean, I'm not going to do a lot of live streams, but still, I need to learn it. Yeah, I lagged out because disconnected. The program I'm using to live stream without using my webcam logged out. But all right. Well, let's see here. Since my viewer count keeps going in and out, let me. No, it was my end, CJ, because like I said, it was the program I'm using. It just disconnected because it can. I guess it can only stream for so long until I want it to continue. But like I said, I gotta learn how to do all this. And also, it looks like my battery is dying on my laptop because I'm not on my big computer. Alright. Alright, well, let's see. Do you guys want to hear a scary story, a sci-fi story, a random story? So this is why I need more people in the stream so we can do a vote. Oh, Arturo coming in with a psychological horror story. Wait, do I have one? Have I written one? Wait, have I written a psychological horror story? I have one thought up, but I haven't read. I don't think I've written one. What the heck was that? Something just moved in my room. It's the ghost. Let's see, let me just pull a random story out of my bag of books. Ooh, I could read the, oh, but he's not watching it, I don't think. I think he's at work. I don't know if he's listening to this at work, though. Arturo might be the only one that might laugh at this because it's uh, I, I guess you could say this is a horror psychological story because basically it's about a guy who gets stuck at a grocery store and has to end up pulling pallets nonstop. I could read that one, but not everyone that works here because it's kind of like a joke story too. I wrote it just randomly. Oh man, that was a sign for me to read something scary with that ghost. God, I got a lot of. Let's see. I gotta double check all these too. I don't want to read anything that Slumber has read or any of the other narrators have read, so let's see. Oh, did I not save it in the folder? Let's see. Because like I said, I was working on a lot of stories because I wanted to read a whole bunch, but since life didn't go that way. Oh, it's extremely buffering. Yo, do so gifted. What is up? All right. Let's see. Is this one written good? It's only 5 pages. Let's see. Did I actually edit this one properly? I can't remember if this is because I have 2 versions of this. I can't remember if I actually edit this one all the way. You guys have to understand, I write like 5 copies of all of my stories. All right, I'm gonna try to read this one. I think this is the good one. Be quiet, CJ. So, like I said, a lot of you might not get the title of the story because it's also a joke, like I said, about stuff that happens at work. But like I said, man, if he was here watching this live stream, he would be laughing nonstop. All right. So this is not really like a horror story. This is like a weird I wouldn't even say it's psychological. I would just say it's one of my random weird stories. But, all right. Take a sip of water. Actually, is there a way I can look at the chats while I'm doing this? Calm down, CJ. All right. The title of this story is No Mas Agua. Like I said, none of you will get it. Maybe except for Arturo. All right, let me try to get into a good voice for this character. See, Arturo got it. Alright. I think this is the edited one. It says version 2. Alright. No mas aqua. Do you want to read it, Harvey? I see you in the corner. Alright. Let me find some good music. Where's the damn playlist? No, no, there was one actually. All right. How's this? Is this music too loud or low or high or? No, we are not doing polka. No. Polka's only for the weird stories that make no sense, like chairs that have arms and cows with telephone ears. We're not doing that. Alright. No mas aqua. If you happen to find this letter, then you might be one of the few unluckiest fools who have come to step foot in this place. I bet you wonder where you are. What is this place? Those are the sort of questions that also ran through my mind. I guess I'll go over what transpired for me. My name is Marquis, and I'm an overnight stalker at GBH. Great buys here. It was an alright job for the most part. Great pay, good benefits. And the best part of being overnight, I didn't have to deal with nagging customers stealing seconds from my life. Though the workload could be unbearable, especially during inventory or seasonal times. Yet, unlike some of my colleagues, I did get stuck every day pulling heavy loads of bulk water to the aisle located all the way at the end of the building. Sure, I got left alone, but have you ever pulled 10 pounds of water every single minute of your life? Sorry, I got a little ticked off there from explaining it. Anyway, let me go back. I remember it vividly. The manager of the night, a fellow who can get confused with a mole rat, called over the intercom informing us of our first break. First break. It was our only break. Not that anyone did anything to get us our second break. Anyway, break was called and I could use a bit of that nighttime air. I made my way to the back door, which was only access to us and the night crew or any other employees who had a working car to get in. I walked out the door, but that is when I noticed something strange about the outside. It wasn't the outside at all. No, it was more like I did a 180 back inside. But I know I didn't do a 180. For why should I spend my break staring at the same place I wished to leave every time I came in? Thinking something was amiss, I turned around only to find the door I had came from was gone. Strange, I thought. I knew for certain that there was a door there. Thinking maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, I did happen to stay up the day before playing video games, so maybe my mind was very tired. I rushed back to the floor looking around, but I couldn't find a trace of anyone. I shouted out names of my co-worker and my mole rat looking of a boss, but no response. Thinking maybe something might have happened, I made my way to the front of the store, though I'm sure you know the answer to that, don't you? You tried it, haven't you? There's no entrance, for matter. Hold on. There is no entrance for that matter. Had I ran, I could never exit the aisle. I stopped catching my breath only to look forward to see what I could. I stopped catching my breath only to look forward, seeing what I could believe as the aisle growing in length. I turned back around, peeking my head around the corner, and that's when I started to see rows from the bottom of my left and my right of never-ending aisles. The most horrible sight for a stalker. Then there are the remains of those before us, the poor fools who also got stuck in this place. Nothing remains of them other than their skeletal remains that have nothing but become obstacles and dust on the floor. I couldn't believe what I saw and began to fear for my own life soon. Now, I'm sure like you've started to notice that god-awful sound, haven't you? A deep ringing that drills into you. If not, then whoever operates this place gives you time to notice it, and then... And if you're reading this while experiencing that sound, you best grab something and get to stalking. It seems whoever runs this place before us... It seems whoever runs this place prefers us stalking these never-ending aisles. When that dreadful sound first entered my ears, I became engulfed in pain. I stumbled and fumbled in every direction. I believed that sound would be my end. And then in that moment of excruciating terror, my right hand grasped something familiar, a pallet jack. And just like that, the sound ceased, and I began to question what had just happened. I glanced around, looking up to the ceilings, but I couldn't find any type of speakers from where the sounds came from. And not wanting to get another second of that blast, I picked myself up and began to search for a way out. Yet, when my fingers left that handle, like a snap of the fingers, that sound returned. I fell face first into the floor, now dealing with the shocking pain that had just been sent to my forehead. I rolled around, grasping my head. With tears and sweat, I screamed out for it to stop, but there was no one to hear my pleas. Not wanting to die like a seeking dog, I had to push through the pain and rise up. I reach up, grasping the pallet jack again to lift me up like clockwork. When in moments my fingers touched it, the sound vanished. My breathing grew heavy with anger and fear and pain, but I couldn't understand it, nor was I allowed to understand it. Yet, as time went by, or can we even say if there was time in this place, I started to understand. It seemed that whoever built this place, or whatever built this place, they wanted those trapped in it to work. For why then, when I touched the pallet jack, did that horrible sound cease? Was it the presence that commanded this place tell me to work? Was what happened to those others who become nothing but dust to the floor? I can't tell you how long I went about stalking pallet after pallet of water. It was it was like once I took another pallet, another one would magically appear. I hated doing this for what I was doing at my job before to begin with. But to deal with that sound, what choice did I have? I'm sure if I had gotten another dose of that sound, my head would have exploded. Now thinking back on some of the skeletons, I don't think I want to become that. Nevertheless, I never did stop working. Oh gosh, I wish for a break, even a 5-minute one. Let's see. And then it happened. After working and working and working, I crashed. I fell to my knees but never let go of the jack. My eyes were drooping, my legs growing numb, without anything to tell me of the time. I can't tell you how long I worked. Hell, I even stopped counting the pallets. Let's see. Oh, see, I don't think I edited this one that properly. Oh no! Yeah, I don't think I edited this one that properly. Oh, go back. My stupid Microsoft is being stupid. Okay, there we go. And when in the moments of the droopiness and tiredness, I passed out. I don't know how long I was out, but I remember waking up to that blasted sound. I rose up, grasping the jack, and ran back to the nearly appeared pallets. Damn this place, and damn whoever runs it. See, Arturo knows. He hates that water aisle. I believe this place to be my grave, but then it happened, dear reader. When in stocking, my God, who knows what number it was. Let's just say it was 255. When in stocking those pallets, with my eyes and legs already going numb, and long before that number finally, I saw it. For whatever had, damn it, I'm getting this confused with my old draft. Yeah, I know it's practice, but dang it, this should have been my better work draft. I woke up to that blaring noise, grasping the jack, and hurried to the next pallet. It was in that hurry I noticed something. Jamming my jack into the next pallet, I saw a movement out of the corner of my eyes. I watched to see a strange being that could only be described as a floating cloak before me. I froze in utmost fear seeing this strange being. Just what did it want? Was it the thing that ran this place? Did it finally come to kill me? In those moments reflect, the strange being looked around, peering down each aisle, fearing whatever could happen. I rushed behind one of the large pallets of water. I watched through the small openings, watching the strange being tilt its head from one side to the other, as if it was questioning something. Then it stood up, straight around, and in my amazement, I watched it summon a large door. I watched as the two events happened before my eyes. The door opened by itself, and the strange being floated right into it. I rushed out of hiding to the door, only to see it close after the strange being went inside. I cursed myself for not being fast enough, yet the door never vanished. I stared at it for a long time, fearing if my eyes left it, the door would be gone. That is, when whoever runs this place sent that damn sound back into me. I felt in pain, and I glanced back towards the door, feeling a sly smirk come upon my face, seeing that the door was still intact. I guess whoever runs this place must not know of its presence. Do not know why I was compelled to write this. Still, I don't know why. Maybe it's to give you, dear reader, some hope in this dreadful place. Maybe that strange being will return to leave another door for you to exit. I'm not sure, but I sure hope you don't meet the same horrible end. Well, in any case, I'm going through that door. I don't wish to spend another damn moment in this place. If I happen to find myself back in my world, I'm quitting that damn job, for I surely gotten tired of stalking. Well, this is it, fair reader. This is it. Farewell, dear reader. I do hope you can make it out of this place. Sincerely, Marquis. So it was a little jumbled up because, like I said, I thought that was a better edited version, but I think it was pretty good. The guy gets stuck, having to stop non-stop. What do you think, Arturo? You think that was a good representation of our job? Do. Yeah, that story was, I'm not gonna lie, that story actually was inspired by the stuff we go through at work, especially my buddy Marquis, who actually does do water a lot. And every time he would see like pallets of water, everyone would be like, "No mas agua." So I thought that would be funny. It's like that one story I wrote, Trash Man, which was based off a stupid song that everyone at work used to sing. Because whoever got stuck doing the throwing trash in the baler got called Trash Man. So my new job, it gives me a lot of stuff. A lot of my coworkers actually give me a lot of good story ideas too. I remember my buddy, my coworker Anthony Smith. We were talking about stories, and he was like, "Maybe you should write one with a lot of sex in it." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Make it spicy. Spice it up." I was like, "You trying to make me write?" I was like, "What are you trying to make me write here?" Let's see. No, that was no Mas Aqua. So what I'll do, because obviously I'm going to repost these as real stories, real videos instead of a live stream. I'll fix this up. Be quiet, Alex. I'll fix this up and repost it. But let me actually read this one. This is the only story. This next story. This is the only story I did actually edit. It was one of the reasons why I was starting to stream late, because I was actually editing this story. It's an old story. Oh, not too old. I wrote this like 4 years back. And I do have another story I have edit. I could read, but that one is kind of long. I don't know if you guys want to hear that one too. It's another. They're both scary stories with twists in them. Here's what I'll do. I'll just read this one and maybe call it a night. Oh, where is it? Oh, they're about the same length, but yeah, I'm not going to read the other one. I'll just read this one. Alright, so, like I said, this one I dropped my phone almost. Alright, so this story is a scary story titled Chocolate. And as a lot of you know, my titles don't make sense at all to the story that it's about. Unless you get the joke that's involved. Alright, Chocolate. Let's go. Little Frankie Marsh stood in front of the door that led to his basement. His eyes examined every little scruff and scratch from years past. There was never a moment that didn't go by that Frankie wasn't at this door. "Frankie," his mother called out. "Frankie, go and wash for dinner." His mother, Elizabeth, stood behind him, hands on her hips. Her head cocked a bit, staring at the back of his head, and she screamed once more his name. Her voice rising in pitch. The curly hair bounced on Frankie's head as she turned to face his mother. A small, upset "okay" escaped his lips. Elizabeth shook her head as she returned to the stove. Frankie continued to give small glances back to the basement door until he reached the bathroom door. He gave a long 5-minute stare before shutting the bathroom door behind him. Later on, Frankie sat at the table, but his eyes glued to the basement door. Elizabeth finished placing out the silverware. She stepped away from the kitchen to the stairs. "George," she yelled in a way for her voice to be heard upstairs. "Dinner's ready." A sound of the door creaking open and slamming shut, followed by the quick shuffling of feet, echoed down the stairs. A teenage boy with short brown hair came right down, taking a shortcut by jumping over the railing of the stairs. Elizabeth gave a small huff, for she had told him many times to never do that. He came to the table and sat opposite of Frankie. "What are we eating?" he asked. "Gumbo, your grandfather's recipe," Elizabeth answered. George sighed. "I hope unlike his, the shrimp is actually dead." Elizabeth slightly tapped his shoulder. "Oh, hush, your grandpa just forgot to cook them all the way." She brought over the large steel pot of gumbo to the table, pouring the gumbo into the bowls, and noticed Frankie staring at the door again. "Frankie," she said. "Frankie, ignore the door and eat." George looked at his brother as his mother poured the gumbo. "So how is he today?" he asked. Frankie turned to his brother for a brief moment, returning to the door. He's fine. Elizabeth held a smile at her two boys' conversation. How long had it been since Frankie had come up with the creation of his imaginary friend in the basement? She remembered that day Frankie had left the back door open, leading something down to the basement with sweets. At first she believed it was a wild animal, but when she saw him swinging to thin air, she sighed a brief relief, knowing he had just created someone or something to talk to. Finally, Elizabeth sat herself down. She covered her lap with a napkin and smiled. Well, the two of you could play after dinner, she said. Frankie turned around, staring down at the bowl of his gumbo. Can you make an extra bowl for him too, he asked. Elizabeth stopped for the moment. This wasn't the first time Frankie had asked that. She had wondered how long she could let this go on. It seemed like every day she was making an extra helping of food for Frankie's friend. But she guessed it wasn't that much of a bother. The food was always eaten. George must have played along with Frankie eating the food when he wasn't looking to keep up the idea of his friend being real. She remembered the time she thanked George for doing such a good thing for her brother, only for him to play dumb when she asked. She was just happy that despite being a single mother, her two boys had come out with such brotherly love for one another. Is this good, she asked, or should we place it inside? Elizabeth placed the bowl of gumbo near the basement door. She tugged on his arm. No, he said. He'll come out and grab it later. Elizabeth looked at her son with a curious expression. Then she looked over to George, who shrugged his shoulders with a smile. Okay, sweetie. She patted Frankie on the head and went back to the table. Elizabeth was stopped in between washing the dishes to the bowl and eating gumbo. She wondered when George would sneak away to eat it. However, with the two of them watching movies in the living room, she feared that it might be hard for George to make a move. She dried off her hands, walking to them. Frankie sat at the bottom of the couch while George laid upon it. What are you two watching? She asked. Death Crawl 4: The Revenge, George said. Why are you letting your little brother watch this? It's too scary for him, Elizabeth said. No, it isn't, George said, pointing to Frankie. Look at him. He's enjoying it. Elizabeth let out a long, deep sigh. Fine, but after that, watch something more kid-friendly. George held up an okay sign with his fingers to his mom. She went back to washing the dishes, her eyes looking back at the bowl of gumbo. 2 hours had passed. Elizabeth had went upstairs to change into her sleepwear. She came back downstairs to see George exiting the restroom. Frankie had gathered up the bowl of gumbo, placing the bowl into the sink. Oh, did he eat it? Elizabeth asked. Frankie nodded. He liked it a lot. Elizabeth flashed a smile at George. I'm glad he did. George looked at her with a confused look, but with a long yawn, he made his way upstairs. Well, it's getting late. You tell your friend it's bedtime. Oh, okay, Frankie said. He knocked on the basement door and with a hearty voice said, Good night, Chocolate. Every time Elizabeth would hear that name, she'd giggle. Just the thought of someone with that name made her laugh. Come on, Frankie, she said, motioning for him to go to bed. With that, the family went on to bed, but around 3 a.m., Elizabeth woke to the sound of glass shattering. Covering herself with a robe, she ventured downstairs. As she stepped cautiously, she overheard the voices of two men chattering up in the living room. She could hear them moving around, throwing items they didn't want against the wall. Then she heard the sound of someone coming behind her. She turned to see George coming downstairs with a baseball bat in his hand. Mom, what is it? He asked. She held up the hush gesture with her right index finger. George came to her side and looked over the railing to see the shadow of two men. We need to call the cops, he said. Shoot, I forgot my phone upstairs. George checked for his, but like his mother, he left his upstairs as well. Suddenly they heard the mumbles of Frankie coming from the kitchen, followed by the sound of the refrigerator door opening. The sound also captured the attention of the two men. Frankie, George shouted as silently as he could. Elizabeth ran into the kitchen to find Frankie holding some food in his arms. Frankie, what are you doing down here? She asked, panicked. Chocolate said he was still hungry for something else. Frankie, this isn't the time for this. Suddenly the two men entered the room. They were dressed like the cliché burglars, but unlike cliché burglars, they weren't wearing any masks. One had a scruffy beard and the other a clean shave. You two stay right there and no one has to get hurt, said the man with the scruffy beard. George hid in the darkness behind the man. His mother saw him but said nothing. She knew what he would do and hoped he wouldn't. George held up the bat and hit the man with the clean shave. He fell to his knees, yelping in pain. The scruffy bearded man quickly caught what was going on. He grabbed the bat before George could swing again. He punched George in the face, knocking him into the stairs. Elizabeth screamed out, "No, leave him alone." The scruffy man stopped after leaving George's face bleeding. He was still alive, but beaten a little bit. The scruffy man checked his friend, asking him if he was okay. Yeah, damn kid, he said. The clean-shaved man walked over to George, kicking him in the gut. Now, if you don't want him to get hurt anymore, you'll do what we say. The clean-shaved man looked to his friend and said, "What should we do?" The scruffy man pointed to the basement door. "Let's just throw him in there, and we'll take everything and leave." "Fine. You two, come on," the scruffy man said as he grabbed the basement door. Elizabeth grabbed Frankie's hand. "Fine, we'll go." "But we can't," Frankie said. He tugged on his mother's hand. "Frankie, stop this. We have to listen to them." "But that's his room. He doesn't like it when people go in there." "He?" the scruffy man asked. "You have someone else here?" Elizabeth shook her head as tears ran down her cheek. "No." The scruffy man opened the door to stare down the stairs into the pitch blackness. "Anyone down there?" No reply came from the darkness. He turned back to Elizabeth and to Frankie. "What's wrong?" the clean-shaved man asked. "Throw him in there." The scruffy man ordered them. "Come on." As Elizabeth was pulling Frankie's arm as they walked towards the door, a sound came from upstairs. It was the type of sound a curious animal would make. Everyone looked to the stairs, which caused a gasp of horror to take them. On the stairs was a tall, slender black creature. It had 2 long arms that ended in sharp claws and 2 stubby back legs. When it raised its head upward, the moonlight that came in from a nearby window illuminated its face a bit for them to see. With its long, horse-like face with 2 solid white eyes, with a sniff in the air, the strange creature gave out a small bark which showed off its many rows of teeth. Finally realizing there was more in the room besides itself, it cocked its head in curiosity. "What the fuck is that?" the clean man asked, almost choking on his words. Frankie pulled his mother away from the door slowly. The scruffy man pulled out a gun and aimed it at the creature. "I don't know, but it's dead." The creature locked eyes with the scruffy man. In a flash, it jumped past the clean-shaved man, its sharp claws slicing his head in 2. The scruffy man shouted out in fear. He fired. Oh, there was a typo there. He fired a few rounds, but the strange creature dodged each one and jumped in front of the scruffy man, biting off his arm that held the gun. As a man screamed at the sight of his torn-off arm, the creature kicked him downstairs. It grabbed the other man's body, throwing it downstairs as well. It turned to Frankie and his mother. It walked over to Frankie, giving him a playful nudge like a puppy would do, to which Frankie replied by patting the creature on the head. The creature let out a howl before running back downstairs to the basement. Screams of the burglar echoed from the stairs. Frankie stood at the door's edge, holding the door to close it. "Eat well, chocolate!" The creature responded with a cute little growl. With that, Frankie shut the door. Elizabeth fell down to the ground, shocked and terrified by what happened. Frankie looked at his mother and shrugged his shoulders. "I told you he was hungry." How was that, everyone? Was that scary enough? Don't think anyone in Texas has basements, CJ. That's more for northerners. Just don't go up north. But yeah, that was chocolate. I don't know what made me decide to write that type of story. I think it was just like, I want to write one where a monster would kill people, and people were like, "What the heck?" And the little boy goes, "That's my friend." I don't know why. Sometimes the way I write stories, my thoughts just come to me, and I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna write that. Alright, but that was my live stream of scary stories for the night. We didn't do a lot. It was just me mostly rambling, but I will clean these up and I will actually reread them and post them as real stories. I'm hoping to tomorrow, either tomorrow or Monday, maybe Monday because I might actually have more time. I'm going to try to record as many videos as I can because I do have a lot of stories edited and fixed. So I'm going to read as much as I can, and then I'll just one of the cool things about YouTube, I can post them on my YouTube channel and just set a date for them to get published. So I'll probably end up doing that either tomorrow or Monday, and then I can focus on my book and try to get that ready to get published. Which everyone should buy a copy of, even my family members. They don't get out of it. Buy a copy. But what song was that playing? Deep Terror. Ooh. I'm gonna use that one for chocolate. I gotta find one for Hamas Aqua, Dairy Cleaner. Now a couple of the first three are probably gonna be horror based because, you know, a lot of narrators out there are horror, but I'm going to be doing more sci-fi. I do have a sci-fi story I'm working on about a guy running away from a giant monster meeting an alien, and hopefully I will have a guest voice actor on that video. Hopefully, if she's still down for it, I might have my cosplaying friend voice act on that. So I might ask her to voice a character for that story, and then I'll have a few other stories too later on. I want to do hardback. I like hardback books more. I know they're a little bit expensive, but god dang it, hardback books are amazing. And also, if someone pisses you off, you can just throw the book at them. I mean, some of the books I have are paperback and they're pretty good, but you can tell the printing process for them is kind of cheap. Because I have one book I really enjoy and it's falling apart. And I'm like, no, hardback. Everything has to be hardback. Because I think hardback's more sturdier. There's dogs barking in my neighborhood. But yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a lot more videos. Definitely gonna get more stream. Probably gonna reread Chocolate tomorrow, since you guys did like that one. Yeah, my book does have cover art. What I want to do, I want to at least get monetized on YouTube, because the money I make from YouTube is all going to be funded into my books and TV web show ideas I have planned. So money I make from YouTube will be going into that funding, so I can start planning my web shows and get like animation and get more programs to do stuff. Because I have some buddies who want to hop in on that and help me out with it, so I'm gonna do more of that. Yeah, I guess Audible and Kindle are a lot more more easy access, but I'm more of a physical guy. I need to have it in my hand and hold it. And also, books have a smell. They have a smell of life and century in them. What does a Kindle and an Audible have? Your smudgy ass handprints. I wonder, since he's in the public domain, can I read Lovecraft stories? Maybe I should do like a collection of Lovecraft stories that I narrated. I gotta double check on that. I think since he's in the public domain, I could read his stories too. But no, I'm gonna focus on my YouTube channel's gonna be focusing more on my stories. Well, who knows? Maybe every now and then I'll read a random book that's in public domain, or have people submit me stories. But most of my stories are gonna be my own written stories. Well, I'm tired. I didn't really sleep. Like I said, I didn't really sleep at all. We lost power yesterday, so I did not really sleep because I was hot. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to the live stream, even though it was mostly boring and me just sitting here working on getting the stream up and running and messing with buttons. Sad to say, a lot of people didn't join. Kind of wanted more people to hop in and hang out. But till next time, and hopefully the next video that will be posted will be a actual video. Thank you, CJ. And also, I'm 30 years old. I'm old. I'm an old man now. Yep. All right. You guys have a good one.